free deck review for Drag Queen in Space for the fucking triple Ravenous Chupacabra. This is just great. I'm excited about this one. High 2, low 3 intention. Trying to avoid Roops all removal and combo. Feels very vulnerable early on. So you can blow this guy up to himself, right? So you flash this guy up, blow up 2 creatures, blow up himself, and then you can start reanimating him. That's kind of sick nasty with it. That makes me kind of want to run Feign Death effects, personally. Take a picture, hope it lasts long. I need to stop singing. That's my main flaw, is I start singing the song that's playing and it's not in the VOD. So we just get to hear how tone deaf I am. Especially with Burnish Heart, that'd be a lot of fun. You like Feign Death, sack the Burnish Heart, comes back, you can do it again. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe Feign Death is the way. We already have Malakir Rebirth not dead after all. I just kind of want to move deeper into that, though. Do like Black Flicker. You should at least... Okay, you have Saw in Half. Thank God. What the fuck? It is draw 5, lose 5. It's like Stinging Study, except it doesn't draw 8 cards. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I've trouble believing in a board wipe that doesn't work until our fucking 8-drop commander's in play. And then even then you can counter it by blowing up the commander in response to getting a 2-for-1. Yikes. I think Dave Black Sun is just like really inefficient mana wise. You do know there's like 50 of these, and this is like one of the worst ones. It's a Thrain Dynamo for 5, all right? I don't need to... See, that's something I couldn't have done with the webcam before, where I fucking grimace like a freak and then immediately go like... and start explaining. I would do that without a webcam and no one would know what the fuck is going on. How is the commander actually resolving even in lower power tables? You cast it for 8 mana. Okay, Ashnod's Intervention's also like really mid. I like the extra planar lens, but you should be on Snow Swamps for it. Okay, I'm vibing with the rest of these. Gauntlet of Power, my beloved. Honestly, since we're so deep on basics, Myriad Landscape's actually like pretty decent here. Yeah, I'd hit it with this. You have so much mana. I don't think you need Command Beacon. You can just run Cabal Stronghold. It's a nice budget option that isn't coffers. So, holy shit, it's $13. Ignore what I just said. This thing's not budget. Okay, so I do want to hit you with a little bit of technology from my mono black deck, because I think you lose to Torpor Orb. Like, legitimately, you have no recourse against it at all. It's budget compared to the real coffers. Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? So, yeah, no, you lose to Torpor Orb. Like, pretty bad. Because you're ETB. ETB. You know what? You still have a flash commander that's huge. You maybe just don't lose to Torpor Orb that bad. But personally, I would go like Expedition Map. And then you go Blast Zone. Okay, so here's the rub. Expedition Map can tutor a land. And in a way, that kind of makes it a land. So Rogue's Passage and Witch's Clinic are both pretty nice targets to get. Cabal Stronghold, another nice target to get. And then sometimes you're locked under an artifact stacks piece that you can't fucking do anything about as a mono black player. Blast Zone it. You can tutor up Expedition Map, or Expedition Map can tutor up Blast Zone, and then Blast Zone can enter with a counter. You charge it up. Next turn, blow everything up that you care about. So, yeah, I'm super hardcore a fan of Blast Zone and mono black. Blast Zone is just awesome. I agree. I've been very Blast Zone pilled recently. Looking hella good today, Oak. I always look really good. Is this meant to be hard bracket? No. What's the chance of even running into a Torpor Orb at the tables it would be played? That's a good question, but also what's the opportunity cost? The opportunity cost is Cabal Stronghold gets slightly worse. The upside is you no longer have to worry about any artifact. You always have Hope. Hope's a really good price. I'm also going to remove Kai's Ghost Form. Kai's Ghost Form's better with like Luris and stuff where like you can repeatably play it. Same thing with Fungal Fortitude. What I'm going to replace these with, mana value equals 1. O dies. O return. So notice how Ashnod's puts it in hand. Enchanted Creature. But we have Feign Death. This wasn't in your deck. It should be. There's more. Supernatural Stamina. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped. Undying Malice. Until end of turn, whenever this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped with a +1/+1 counter. So those all... Yeah. There's 7 gajillion versions of the effect. Yes, but... there's only so many that are 1 mana, instant speed, and not called Undying Evil. Because Undying Evil gives Undying. That is a non-bow. Do not run the one that gives actual Undying. Because once you've Undying Maliced it, you can no longer give it Undying with that card, and it's a dead draw. So I've never, ever even considered Undying Malice once we got enough of them. Keep in mind, I run a black Flicker deck with IRA First of Lock to Win. Yeah, so I wouldn't run the actual Undying one. That one's pretty bad. Although I think I have in past. It's just like, it's past its prime. Speaking of prime, did you know if you have a... Main deck... Editions, top 100. Oh yeah, there we go. It's Undying Evil. Yeah, Undying Evil here. Over 3 years ago it was in the deck. Can I hit you with some hot tech? Drag Queen in space. Come Back Wrong? Come Back Wrong doesn't do really what you want it to do. Because it then permanently destroys it next. How much is reanimating running today? It's like $7. What's my budget here? Because that's going to impact the other cards. By the way, I am considering Cabal Stronghold a non-negotiable buy for you. But if my budget's going to change what happens to this deck next. Also, Reanimate is just, Reanimate is one of these spells. It's the same thing. And then also it has upside where if you kill an opponent's creature that you really like, you can steal it. Beep, beep, beep. Paging Drag Queen in space. If you somehow got a free deck review and then left the stream, I will just default to assuming you have a $100 budget. Overall, $40+ cards are okay. Okay. So, I would like to add another Reanimate style effect to this deck. I think that my choice for it is going to be Blood for Bones. And this card is weird. So, this is black Flicker of Fate. 4 mana, sack the creature you used to cast it, return that creature from the graveyard to the battlefield, because this doesn't target. You can bring back the thing you sacked, and then return another creature card. Doesn't target, so you can just not have one. So I think this one's pretty funny for the deck. I would like to next recommend Gisa. Glorious Resurrector. 2, black. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. That can non-bow with some of your death trigger stuff. I just wouldn't worry about it, because being of your upkeep, you put all creature cards exiled with Gisa onto the battlefield under control, they gain Decayed. Like, I think that's pretty cool. Same line of thought. Grave Betrayal. Right, 5 black. Whenever a creature you don't control dies, return to the battlefield under control with the counter on it, beginning next end step. That creature's a black zombie. So, you play this. Next turn, it literally curves into a Armageddon. I'm also personally not a big fan of white land ramp. Listen, I think you're just playing white land ramp wrong. It's like, legitimately, white is the second best color in the game at it. Number 3 is probably red. But anyway, Gisa should probably come in, and so should Grave Betrayal. They both just have very fun play patterns with this deck. You might want to consider, you don't have a lot of life gain, so I'm a little bit worried about this recommendation, but there's also Lorcan. So have this on your radar. I'm not saying it's correct for the deck, but I am saying it should be something you're aware of, because this deck does want Grave Betrayal. So Lorcan is a lot more broad insofar in as that he like can steal for milling and discard as well, but you have to pay life for it. So use with caution, Lorcan. You think about it. He's also reanimatable and stuff like that. Like, that's actually like a big plus. So not something I'm like for sure confident about, but it's in there. Oh, this is a good song. I really like Dad Rock, but like, I legitimately think this is the only good song Foo Fighters has ever made. This is the only one I listen to. You know the song that fucking pisses me off? There Goes My Hero. Watch him as he goes. You didn't even try. Fuck off. The Pretender's okay. I'll get everyone immediately, the second I mentioned the Pretender, started talking about the Pretender in YouTube and Twitch chat combined. Yes, the Pretender is fine. I will give it that. That is not playlist material, but it is fine. This almost has 1 billion plays Everlong. Holy fuck. The only good thing about Everlong is no, 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 no. The only good thing about Everlong is everything about it. Like Everlong's like a really nice song. This is a very decent one. Vat of Rebirth. It might be too slow. For a second I thought you said I might be slow, but how about Vat of Rebirth? And I was like, oh bud, don't. What do you mean? Are you okay? I'm all for like, you know, some ribbing and like making jokes and being mean and shit, but like, damn, like, don't. I might be slow, but what about this card? Vat of Rebirth, I think, yeah, I think it is a little too slow. Artifact card with a mana ability. Oh, the mana doubling ability of Gauntlet of Power. Honestly, paying 3 mana to get access to a 5 mana ramp spell, like, you already just have so much ramp. I don't know if you need to worry about it that much. Pie hot take is that Foo Fighters is overrated. No, that isn't a hot take. We're all agreeing with you. We are all agreeing with you. Foo Fighters is not a good band, but this song rips. This song's very good. Do we have Mimic Vat? Do we? We should. We don't. Wow, yeah, let's get Mimic Vat in here. That's a very good recommendation. Thank you. Can be blocked, I see. If only we were in Transit Mage in black. It would be so fun in this deck. Honestly, can I be real? I think Exsanguinate's boring. Exsanguinate is boring for this deck. You want to be hitting people with the Giant Shark, not like draining them out. So I think let's just go for the Giant Shark plan. The least talented member of Nirvana made a band that is mid. Who would have thought? You're kind of cooking. Okay, this is the most insane ramp hand I've ever seen in a game of Magic the Gathering. Actually, let's do this. Extra planar lens, this swamp. You said 1, 2. Oh, whoops. 1, 2. Dread Presence. Swamp. Draw a card, lose a life. Value. Next turn. Swamp. Okay, this deck is so fucking awesome. This deck rules. What? Okay, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have 1 black mana floating. Choose a color. Black. We also drew a card off Dread Presence, Swamp Entering. So now we have 1 floating black. 3 more floating black. Solemn. For the record, I don't like Nirvana that much anyway. Don't dislike, but never cared for them. That's fine because, well, of course it's fine. It's your fucking opinion. It's of course it's fine. But also, I do disagree. Nirvana's like legitimately probably one of the most like influential and like celebrated bands for a reason in that sort of grungy style. And that's for a reason. The music's very good. And I don't know, but I can see someone not liking that sound. That's what that's at the end of the day what I'm thinking. Anyway, 5 mana Eternity Elevator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fucking Armageddon. Oh, the issue with these is there's just... Okay, well, you just do it in response to the ETB. So you've destroyed 5 creatures here. You know what? Let's make some more. Sack Armageddon and bring him back with Blood for Bones. You've blown up 1 billion creatures this turn. Oh, here's Commander's Plate. Start the beatdown. This is working out really well. I actually am having a lot of fun right now. The Bubbling Muck is... we'll see how it feels. We'll see how it feels. Hello, Keen Duelist. And we lose. Yeah, we missed a land drop there. Honestly, I don't like Bubbling Muck. I know it can let you get your commander out very fast, but... I kind of would just prefer like a sack outlet or something. Can I be real? And I think with like a 8-drop commander, maybe 40 lands might be too little, if you can believe it. Profane Command in the list. It's a thought. I just don't know if I like the direct drain angle, because this is a big mana deck for sure, but like it wants to use Armaga's Argon and not like Exsanguinate. Bubbling Muck is only worth it IMO, not if you have Urborg, but if you are storming. You need it like be like a storm combo deck for Bubbling Muck to be even remotely that good. I mean, I guess you can do like a fair Bubbling Muck, but I would just prefer Ramp in that instance, right? Because you're going down a card, threat gets answered, you're fucked. That's like fucking cataclysmically bad. That's not dies to removal, by the way. That's card disadvantage. Okay. Elk, if you had to name a knife, what would you name it? It's a good question. Choppy would be really funny. I'd probably go with Choppy because it sounds like an insult. Those drain effects are okay, or is 9 not enough? What do you mean? I'm not calling those drain effects bad. I'm just saying I think it conflicts with how the interest of the deck. The interest of the deck is kill people with Giant Shark, not drain you with Exsanguinate for the 5,000th time. There's decks where Exsanguinate is totally reasonable pick. This is my mono black slop deck. I'm playing it here because this is a life drain deck. And it's a big mana value. Like, I have Grey Merchant of Asphodel, fucking black, win more cards. This is like, this knows what it is. All right. This one, I'm like, okay, you want to kill people with the shark. Let's not drain people out. It's a little too much of a easy, like, it takes over as the plan A, is what I'm saying. Drain equal to power card. Oh, you're talking about like one of the drain equal to power cards. I see. Dude, it'd be badass if we got like a drain effect like that with Harmonize. Could you imagine? It's like a XX black, drain X, and then it's X black Harmonize in the graveyard, and it drains for that much. That'd be cool. But yeah, I still think 9 isn't enough for that kind of effect, but I see the vision. This is why I'll never submit my Yawgmoth deck to Maulhound. Just I know seeing Zulaport would make his vision go red. Might be a bit pushed. Workshop it. I think, like I said, a couple sack outlets would be very nice. I'm just trying to think about which ones I would run. What are the sack outlets for? So we have all these feigned deaths and stuff. So like just turning these into 1 mana flicker is pretty important. Tarians is only sorcery, which is why I'm probably not going to entertain that idea, even though it is a thought. Like, it's not 0. It just... Yeah. The ETB's here. And you also have Massacre Worm, and there's a couple other ETBs in the deck. But... Just smoked. By the way, we're going through my liked playlist today instead of like the noise playlist or the gay playlist, because I think legitimately we've crossed the line in the noise playlist where it is too loud. Like, I will lose viewers if I start playing songs from the noise playlist now. Is Astronaut's Altar ever a consideration? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Damn, the noise playlist was good. It is good. Factually, it is good. However, it is very loud now. Listen, just for the sake of science, I'm going to give you guys a couple samplers. Please don't leave. This is temporary. I'm going to hit random. Okay, this one's like kind of middling volume. Did you see that post about what fentanyl sounds like? No, I haven't. Well, let's look. This is not what fentanyl sounds like. Okay, maybe like 60%. This is what fentanyl sounds like. This shit was creasing me. That's the first time I've heard creasing used like that. That's awesome. Normally I hear like sizzling me. This shit is fucking like destroying me. Ada Rook spotted. Fucking love Ada Rook. Ada Rook has taken over all of my playlists. Frying me, boiling me. Yeah, those are other ones I've heard pretty frequently. Creasing me is really good though. Anyway, sack outlets. I'm going to go for some KBBQ tonight. A friend of mine's in town. O-Tag free sacrifice outlet. Because I don't want to go with Lazotep Quarry. Lazotep Quarry is like a little bit like it messes with the Cabal stronghold more than we've already messed with it, which is a little scary for me. Mill someone out with Altar of Dimension. Attrition for destroy creatures. Ooh. You could be cooking there with attrition. Let's run through the free ones first, but I'll circle back around to attrition. I second the Umbraclaw Zealot. My issue with Umbraclaw Zealot is it just sacrifices something. It doesn't do anything else. The Surveil one is not worth a card. I would ideally like a card, maybe Iara. Because Iara draws a whole ass card and you set her up in advance. And she's a blocker and she drains when you like do your other flickering stuff. Like Iara's a thought even though the deck is very not creature dense. DBH Iara is Terran Journal but better. Yeah, okay. We're locking in Iara here. Iara's like takes up those vital ramp turns. Dude, there's something about this synth that like dun 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 that like scratches my brain perfectly. This song's so good. Have you heard Femtanol? Dead Beef, I'm playing one half of Black Dresses right now. Please tell me, have I heard Femtanol? Have I heard Femtanol? Have I? This is on shuffle, by the way. Here, this one isn't that loud. I'll play one of what I think is one of the loudest songs here. There we go. So sad I missed out seeing Femtanol when she did a show in Seattle. Okay, no, I'm gonna do the inverse of what you just did because I saw Femtanol twice in Denver. And I missed Lustig Puppy Machine Girl because I was flying out to MagicCon Vegas that day. I'm still so mad about it. Lustig Puppy, I thought this wasn't in the game. There's some overlap. There's some songs in the gay playlist and there's some in the other one. This song is like 196 BPM. It's a lot. Yeah, let's do attrition. Damn. 16. Which of the Twitch deck reviewers would be best to ask for a cube review? I feel like it's a big ask because the size, it seems fun on paper. Okay. Titties Jr., awesome name. Secondly, me. I do cube reviews. You can just get one on my coffee. What is malding? No one has ever told me that. Malding is when you get so mad that you start going bald. Yeah, in case you don't know, I've won LSV's Divination Cube. I money draft Vintage Cube pretty regularly. Or Divination Cube, rather. It was the Divination Server League, which is LSV's drafting Discord. I won that with my team. We did team drafting. So I'm like really into limited. So if you want me to review a cube, I will. And it's something we've done before. This song isn't as loud as I remember. But it's still pretty loud. Okay, there's the loudness. How many people does it freak out that I say that this isn't that loud? Okay, this is a little loud now. The sound makes you very hard to focus on your voice. It's really distracting. I know, G-Man. This is why I said this is a temporary thing. I'm not keeping this playlist going forever. This is why I'm saying this playlist is no longer good for the stream, even though I love it. Like, legitimately, all the music I listen to very regularly is as noisy as that, if not more. Scaring the hose music, I guess. Need people to get strong so we have this playlist because it's so good. I legitimately love curating playlists and stuff. I wouldn't have kept that hand, by the way. This hand's capable. Leyline X. OP, OP. Boots. Heart. You could do something really fucking funny here, chat. Mimic Vat. Sack. Heart under Mimic Vat. Pass. Make a blocker. Sack it. I turned 30 years old and I got really into Steely Dan. And I look forward when it happens to you. I have some Steely Dan in this playlist. Like, I listen to all sorts of genres. But it's just recently I've been in a as loud as possible music kick. Okay, we have 9 mana. Let's kill all your shit and equip this and swing at you. And then this turn we can kill you with Leyline X. This felt like a particularly weird game, by the way. Also, you can Mimic Vat one of the large creatures you kill. So you can see Mimic Vat just fucking carrying here. 1, 2, 3. I'm a little concerned about lack of discard outlets for Quarcy. I think it would be nice to have like one just kicking around. That's a very fun play thing to do. And I do think Bitter Triumph is like kind of that card. I just use it as a chump blocker. That's fair. But still, like, it'd be nice to have like a discard outlet, and Bitter Triumph is like such high floor. Right. 2 mana kill a thing, and then you can pay 3 life, of which you have 40 of those. Or you can discard the thing to jumpstart this, which is kind of just funny. Also, you have Reanimate, so there is a world where you go like discard this to discard Massacre Worm to this and then reanimate it, which is like also a very fun play pattern. Honestly, I'm going to cut the Eternity Elevator. Sorry, my nose is so itchy today. I don't know what it is. Like, because it's not pollen season at all. And in fact, it just rained, so... I mean, it has Soul Ring, so you keep it. Right on time, Leyline X. Right on time. This is what I mean when I say Expedition Maps will land, by the way. Like, we've made our land drop this turn, and it's a really good one. Throne. Gilded Lotus. Massacre Worm. Mana, who needs her? 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Armageddon. I don't like village rights or anything, G-Man. Oh, you can play Mimic Vat first, too. Okay, and then this turn you go... Equip, The triple Ravenous Chupacabra is coming. The Genji Glove. Okay, evil shit occurring. Also, Car Seat Headrest is the most indie rock band name of all time. Yeah, it is. Car Seat Headrest is really good, though. I can imagine weird Car Seat Headrest shouted at the Dingiest Bar all the time. They sell out, like, ballrooms and stuff, though. But I get what you mean, for sure. Also, legitimately, hang on. I'm going to pull up Fill in the Blank. You are literally, you should open like a fortune teller shop or something because you have like omniscience. Like they do you're not listening to Car Seat Headrest at the beginning of this song. And this song's really good. Anyway, back to shuffling this playlist. AJJ, let's go. My goat. Vibe wise, I know. I think I'm about done with the sec. Honestly, I think we're there. I think we're good to pass this around. I have a free deck review ult to pop, but if someone has to go first with time constraints, they can go right ahead if they need to. Bangos Compass, you're late. This was the free deck review for this stream. Be here quicker next time, moron. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're not a moron. You're just a little silly. No! You're not a real Elk fan. You weren't here first. And by the way, if the deck review option is toggled on, it's available. If it's on and I ever like no way, you get refunded all the channel points if I don't end up doing it. So you can just try again later. Yeah, it's limited to once per stream because otherwise we'd have someone ulting like 5 times a stream. Because keep in mind, a lot of my viewers who are getting free deck reviews have been regularly watching since the beginning. So there's a lot of people who are very close to the threshold and will get it at the same time because they started watching at the same time. And then all of those people will get a deck review on that stream. So it's 1 per stream for that reason. Anyway, thank you for getting a deck review. Or rather, thank you for watching for long enough.